Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raw and Uncut. More importantly, welcome to a very special video that I like to call Leave It in 2017. Now, everybody and their mama is making this type of video, and I decided I wanted to hop on this train as well, do my own version. With that being said, we're going to hop straight into the countdown because we ain't got no time to waste. So number one, YouTube's algorithm. YouTube back in the day used to be known as YouTube broadcast itself. It was all about having fun, it was all about having a good time, and it was all about getting them views and popularity. All that shit changed in 2013. Google purchased YouTube in 2013 and applied so many unnecessary updates, and YouTube has been on the downfall ever since. And YouTube went from being all about fun to, well, all about that moolah, because you know Google's a billion-dollar company that don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. Google used to be a cheat sheet for everybody in school. Now they're just one big cheat that took the fun out of YouTube for everybody. They cheated everybody. Fast forward to 2017. At first, we would get paid per view. In other words, pay-per-view. But then they decided to make a change. Now we're getting paid per like, dislikes, comments. And since the new algorithm, everybody's views have been getting cut in half. Everybody has been getting demonetized. Everybody's been getting copyright claim after copyright claim, wrongfully I might add. Everybody's getting copyright strikes, wrongfully I might add. Everybody's getting false flagged, videos taken down, everybody's getting their channels deleted, people's getting their channels unsubbed, and YouTube is doing nothing about it because they don't have any say. They don't do shit until Google tells them to do. And you know, if YouTube says no to Google, then Google's gonna, well, pretty much kill YouTube, just like that. And YouTube is gonna end up 6 feet under, just like Justin TV. Remember Justin TV? Used to be that shit. Justin TV became Twitch TV and the glory that is today. The late great Owen Hart always said, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. With YouTube, it is time for a change. Go back to the way things were or expand and make YouTube bigger and better, not bigger and worse. That new algorithm shit, leave that in 2017. Number two, trolls and hackers. We deal with trolls on a day-to-day basis on video games, YouTube, social media, live streams, whatever. And trolls and hackers have proved to be the biggest sacks of shits on earth. Trolls in video games, mainly Battlefield, Call of Duty, GTA, run around using melee weapons and RPGs and shit, griefing like it's nothing. That's not bad compared to, well, it's bad, but it's not as bad compared to what happens on YouTube and social media. Social media, you got, not social media, YouTube, you got those trolls that like to dislike videos just for the hell of it, false flag your videos, get your videos taken down for no reason. They argue in the comments, they start arguments, and they just say a bunch of racist shit, calling you niggers and shit. The worst type of troll are the trolls on social media. The trolls that hack into your phones, hack into your iCloud. iCloud is easy to hack into nowadays. I don't know about Android, but they hack into your iCloud, they hack into your phone, and they leak everybody's nudes. I don't know how many nudes have been leaked in 2017, but I feel like 2017 was the year of nude leaks. People get their nudes leaked every day, men and women. But that's nothing compared to seeing people on Twitch get swatted while streaming. That's taking trolling way too far. Hacking into people's IP addresses or whatever the fuck they be doing to get people's addresses, and they call the cops on them while they're streaming. And then all of a sudden, a few minutes later, you see a whole army of cops, you see a whole army of SWAT teams bust up in that bedroom with ARs and carbine rifles and shit, shotguns, yelling, "Get on the ground! Get the fuck on the ground now! Put your hands behind your back." That's just not funny. Why people decide to do that is beyond me. Those people that do that prove that they have no life, they don't get no pussy, and they have nothing better to do than to fuck with people. Leave that in 2017. Number three, clickbait. I don't know what made people start clickbaiting, but we know it's for views. They don't care how many likes or dislikes they get. The like to dislike ratio is self-explanatory. Blasphemous HD can get away with it because it's fun. You know, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, so I don't really mind it when it comes to him. But when you have people like Sernando, 0.4 Live, Lispy Jimmy, just to name a few, and they clickbait video after video after video. Like Lispy Jimmy and Sernando, they've been clickbaiting for 2 whole years. If you can't come up with anything original to put on your channel, then maybe you shouldn't be on YouTube. Because clickbait, that would only get you so far. Yeah, you get the views, but what else are you getting out of that? You're actually losing popularity the more you clickbait. Lispy Jimmy, kid thinks he's playing GTA 5 in real life. 0.4 Live, what happens when you do this at 3 a.m. Sernando, GTA 6 this, GTA 6 that. I got GTA 6 early. I got Red Dead Redemption 2 early. GTA 6 ain't coming out no time soon. Red Dead Redemption 2 is supposed to be coming out this year, but who knows, it might get pushed back. People like 0.4, Sernando, and Let's Be Jimmy are cash cows. They don't care about the community. They don't care about their fans. They just do these clickbait videos for views, for likes, and dislikes apparently, because they get a lot of money from it. That's about it. But you know what's funny though? That's not even the worst type of clickbait. The worst type of clickbait is iPhone clickbait. Before I get into that, why whenever I get on websites, and it doesn't even matter about the pop-ups, why when I get on different websites, I always see the same ad. He died and no one said a word. Here's why. And they always have a picture of Chumley in the thumbnail from Pawn Stars. I don't watch that show, but I know who he is. And he most certainly is not dead. That's faker than CNN and Fox combined. That's ridiculous, man. And then you got the pop-ups. You got these goddamn ads on iPhone. I don't know if this happens on Android, but I know this happens on iPhone a lot. Got these DraftKings ads and shit. We know DraftKings is a piece of shit. Candy Crush, who still plays Candy Crush? That game is ass. But you know what the worst clickbait of them all is? This $1,000 Amazon gift card. You get on a certain website and this shit just pops up right in your face. I'm looking at cheat codes for Saints Row and shit. All of a sudden, this fucking pop-up, this same pop-up that's been popping up for like a year and a half now. Oh, you've been selected to receive a $1,000 Amazon gift card. Click here now to receive your prize. We know damn well we're not getting no random goddamn $1,000 on a Tuesday afternoon at 6 p.m. No, no, and no. Even when you use an ad blocker, the shit still pops up. Desperate. You press close, it just goes right to the fucking website. Leave that in 2017. Shifting gears, number 4, rap beefs and diss tracks. 2017 on YouTube has been the year of diss tracks. We've literally seen over 100 diss tracks all year in 2017 on YouTube. From Rice Gum to Comedy Shorts Gamer to KSI to Flight to Jake Paul to Logan Paul. So many diss tracks. And most of that shit was ass. And you know it's trash because they literally put diss track in the title. I don't understand why people have the need to put diss track in the title. You don't have to put diss track in the title to let people know it's a diss track. Come up with an original title and then name drop the person that you're supposed to be dissing in the track, or on the track I should say. I don't care how many diss tracks come out. None of these diss tracks will ever come close to the greatest diss track of all time, Ether by Nas. Only diss track that I can think of that came close was the remix of Ether, and that was Sheether by Remy Ma. Speaking of Sheether, all these weak ass rap beefs, I don't know how they be starting. They mainly start on Twitter where one rapper just throws shade at another, and then all of a sudden they just start beefing. For what? Because you're getting roasted? Just take it as a joke and shut the fuck up. You got Drake and Meek Mill. What a joke that was. Meek Mill got bodied by a singing nigga. Before it was Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma, you had Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus. Remember that short-lived beef right there? And it was pretty much confirmed at the VMAs. Miley Cyrus was hosting, I don't know what the hell she was wearing, but she was hosting the VMAs. I think it was the VMAs. And I believe it's 2016, but still. Nicki Minaj won an award, I guess, for the best female artist of the year or something like that, or best female album. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't even care. Most of that shit's rigged anyway. Nicki, when she accepted her award, before she left the stage, threw some shade at Miley. She said something like, yeah, Molly, what's good? What's good, bitch? What's good? You know, something like that. Fake, unentertaining, just garbage overall. This rap beef bullshit has to stop. And the worst rap beef of them all goes to Cameron and Mace. When was the last time Cameron dropped a track? You can't say nothing because he's a movie star. He started rapping a long time ago. Can't really say the same thing about Mace. At least Cameron's somewhat relevant. Mace, on the other hand, is just a one-hit wonder that thinks he's still relevant. In all reality, he's just incognito, just bathing in his own money that he got from that one song. I don't even remember the name of the song that he put out, but that's the only song that he got popular off of. He put out a couple of other singles and was featured on some songs, but nobody cared. His shit was never played on the radio. It was just that one song. So at this point, you hear the name Mace in 2017, 2018, everybody's asking the same question, who the fuck is Mace? Am I wrong? So rap beefs, diss tracks, leave that shit in 2017. Number 5, still on the rap subject, we got colorful hair. As if hip hop wasn't ruined already, you got these fruity motherfuckers coming out whatever hole they crawled out of, and they all look like a giant bag of Skittles. Everybody got dreads, and it's all different colors. Can you taste the rainbow, motherfucker? You got Lil Pump with pink dreads. You got X with gray dreads now. You had Uzi before he decided to be actual Uzi Vert and not what he used to be. He's actually the shit now. He had blue dreads, he had purple dreads, and then you got Yachty with red braids. And I think the fruitiest motherfucker of them all is 6ix9ine. I believe he's gay on the low. I mean, who in their right mind would paint their hair rainbow colors. First of all, that shit's long and straight, pause, and it's rainbow colors. And then he wears a Florian Kravitz, aka Bernie Crane, jogging suit from GTA 4, as if that wasn't gay enough. I seen Gummo, I reacted to it. That song is garbage, just like his rapping skills. Tired of these fruity motherfuckers coming out here ruining the rap game. Speaking of ruining the rap game, number 6, mumble rap. That's where you got people like Lil Yachty, even though he can really spit when he wants to, he just chooses not to. You got X, even though he can spit, he just chooses not to. You got Kodak Black, where he actually has some decent, he has some decent lyrics, you just can't understand them. Migos, where they're just Migos. Their songs are just ad-libs. Bad and Boozy is probably the worst song they ever put out. It's the most popular, I understand that. It hit the charts, but it was full of ad-libs. And then Uzi made it worse. That was before he became the real Lil Uzi Vert. Bars. That shit rhyme. Lover's Rage 2 is probably Uzi Vert's best album. That's when he came out of his shell. That's when he evolved. He started off as a mumble rapper, but then he dropped that Lover's Rage 2, crawled out, he came out of his shell. So much fire on that album. Better than anything that came out in 2016 among all these mumble rappers that came out. 21 Savage, a mumble rapper. You can barely hear him on the song, but he's somewhat evolving. The Issa album is probably his best album. He's doing something different. Those are the only 2 rappers that I could say are actually doing something different. Everybody else is still in that little hole. X can spit when he wants to. Yachty can spit when he wants to. They just choose not to. And Yachty uses way too much auto-tune. That's basically what mumble rap is. You rap about drugs and fucking bitches and shooting guns at people, and you just use a bunch of auto-tune. That's all that is. Speaking of drugs, number 7. Lean, Xans, and Molly. Where do I begin with this? Want to know why lean is bad for you? I don't know why people drink that shit. They drink it to get high, but I believe it's deeper than that. I don't know. Lean gets you high. I just know that much. Lean actually makes you stupid. Lean actually causes seizures, causes you to pass out. And lastly, it can cause you to lose your life. Lil Wayne had about 5 seizures from this shit, and he's been to the hospital plenty of times. Had a seizure on the plane, had a seizure at the airport. I don't know where else he had a seizure at, but every time I look in the news, Lil Wayne had another seizure. Wow, I wonder what that's from. Lean, believe it or not, actually claimed the life of DJ Screw, one of the greatest DJs to ever grace the turntables. Still think lean is good for you? Then you got Xans and Molly. Molly became popular from Trinidad James, another one-hit wonder. Poppin' Molly, I'm sweating. And then everybody started popping Molly. And you know what happened? People died. Same thing with Xans. Xans became popular in the mumble rap game. Everybody been rapping about it, talking about how Xans make them feel good and all this other bullshit. And you know what happened? People died. Lil Peep, one of the most unknown underground rappers in the game right now that nobody really knew about, except for like a few people. I think it was a SoundCloud rapper, I don't know. That just claimed his life. Granted, he used it as a medication for his condition, but there's other things to use over Xans. Maybe he popped too many of them. He overdosed on it. There's other prescription drugs to use: amoxicillin, ibuprofen, aspirin. Xans is the last thing you want to take. So lean, Xans, Molly, mumble rap, colorful hair, leave all that shit in 2017. Number 8, domestic violence. Every news story that I have seen in 2017 was about a man beating on a woman. And that's the domestic violence. It doesn't necessarily mean a man just beating on his wife. It's you beating on a female, period. Beating and fucking up a female the way these men do just goes to show that they cannot fight a real man straight up. Because my number 9, gun violence, which is damn near the same as domestic, well, it's not even damn near the same, it's actually worse than domestic violence. Gun violence, when men do, they'll beat on a woman, beat the shit out of a woman. But then when it comes to a real man, they're scared to get their ass whooped, so the first thing they do is pick up a gun and shoot the motherfucker. I don't know why people seem to have the need to pick up a gun just to walk down the damn street. Then you got these motherfuckers that rap about guns a la drill music, which is absolute garbage if you ask me. Chief Keef, I don't know if he started that shit, but I know he popularized it. And everybody and their mom in Chicago is rapping about guns. They pointing guns into the camera and shit. If I was the cameraman, I'd be scared for my life. I mean, one gun is nothing, but having 30 guns pointed at the camera at your face, I can imagine how that cameraman feels. But then again, it's Chicago, so he's probably used to it, and that's messed up. But Chicago is always in the news, though. It's always somebody getting shot in Chicago because people don't know how to fight. Like I said, you can beat on a woman and beat the shit out of her, but you can't fight a man. And even when they do fight, the person that loses just wants to show that he ain't no bitch and just pulls out a gun and just shoots the person that whooped his ass. You ain't hard with no gun in your hand. You more of a pussy than you are without it. And it shows. So domestic violence, gun violence, leave that in 2017. And number 10, Donald fucking Trump. Toodles.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
Bye, have a great time.